This incident occurred many years ago when safety protocols that are everyday practice for us were non-existent. Additional to controls such as work procedures and risk assessments, workplaces supply PPE, further providing workers the ability to protect themselves from injury. As individuals, you need to make the conscious effort on each and every occasion to utilise PPE to ensure that these types of injuries that can be avoided do not happen, affecting yourselves and your families.
I've got a story about my father. When he was on the workbench, he was fit and turner by trade. It wasn't mandatory to have any safety protocols or anything in place, and he was hammering away with a hammer and chisel, obviously not wearing any safety specs, and the next minute, in a blink of an eye, a piece of steel went into the middle of his left eye, straight into the pupil. And in those days, the technology is not like now, where he could have an operation and he was blinded straight away. They tried to remove the steel from his eye, but with no success, because every time they went close to the pupil, it would just close up, and yeah, he's been blind ever since. I think it happened when he was around about 23 or whatever, and he was working on the mines. Yeah, they actually, in those days, I remember him telling me the story where they actually took his eye out and they tried to freeze the eye or something with some procedure, but as soon as they went close to the pupil, it would just close up and they could never get the steel out, and yeah, and he lost his vision in his eye completely. And then he had to get used to the depth vision, and yeah, sad. So yeah, and also it wasn't mandatory to wear earmuffs or earplugs, and he's also partially deaf in his ears, listening to the machinery. Yeah, so that's why all these things are in place now.
I'd like to thank Brian for sharing this story of his father, who suffered a workplace injury resulting in the permanent loss of sight in one eye as a result of a steel shard splintering off a wedge and embedding in his eye. The appropriate use of eye protection by simply putting on a pair of safety specs would have avoided this incident and its lifelong implications.